Alright. Well, Bob, hi. How's it going?
Good.
Oopsie. There you are. Okay, hold on.
My eyes are up here.
Okay. Yeah. And I've got your face looks really red too. I gotta change that. Hi, patrons.
Hi, everyone out there in patron land.
How are you? We're continuing part 3. We started it with a little shot of the dogs playing, and now we're going to talk about the RTR a little bit more. So Bob, I wondered, what was your favorite part of the RTR or your favorite seminar here this year?
Well, Jude, again, all thanks to Jude, started up with, did something different this year that I had never done before. She had panels. She had a panel discussion. And there were 2 of them. One panel was on budgeting, and the other panel was on work jobs. Because for a lot of people, especially younger people and even older people, how to make enough money to survive on the road is a big question. So these really handled it. First in budgeting your money and then making some money. So the budgeting panel was really good. Each one of them had 3 people. The budgeting panel had a range of budgets. I think the lowest one was about $500 a month. A guy that genuinely lives on $500 a month. And then we had all the way up to $1,600 a month in a RV. So wherever you fit in that range, hopefully you found something useful and helpful. And I thought they were really good. One of the ladies was very detailed. She had spreadsheets, and she talked about her spreadsheets, and she knew if she had to buy a set of tires a year, so she set aside $25 or something a month every month for the tires or whatever it was, I forget. And that was really helpful to see that you have to, major purchases have to be planned for, and she did that. But so if you were living on $500 a month, it gave you ideas on how to live that cheap and cut corners and get by really well on some pretty small amounts of money. So that was a great seminar. Each person spoke 15 minutes, and then we opened it up for questions. The other one was work camping jobs, working on the road. 3 different people, all of them with completely different experiences, and so that gave a real gamut of everything, almost everything that you would think of as what we think of as nomad jobs. They had done. Even a guy who had gotten a job on a salmon boat in Alaska. He said, I think he said he made, do you remember how much he said he made?
I don't.
I think it was 5,000, no, I don't remember, I should say. But yeah, it was really good, and how they got those jobs, and just everything. It was, I think how
to navigate the big tent.
Yeah, well, and another big thing was after the event, the last day of the RTR, the big tent opened, and I bet I talked to a dozen people or more who had gotten jobs. Everyone who had gone had gotten a job, so that's really good. That's one of the reasons we time it for January here in Quartzsite.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and if people are thinking about coming next year, you know, maybe this year wasn't the year that they could get here, but they really wanted to be here. Just 2 questions. You know, what should they bring with them to be prepared? And, you know, now that we're on this land, do they need to bring anything different with them for being out here? And also, you know, for next year, do you expect to be in the same location?
It's really going to be hard for us to tell where we'll be next year. If we come back to Quartzsite, yeah, I imagine the BLM will put us out here again. And so if we're going to be out here again, the thing you should bring is patience, because the road was a little slow. There were times, I bet there were people that waited 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes to get in initially, especially the first day or 2. So it was a little bit slow, and then just routinely through the rest of the event, you know, you'd have to wait for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 cars to come in, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 cars would go out. And it was a little slow, but it was no big deal. It was really not much more than sitting through a long light, or at worst, sitting through a light twice. and that was the worst it got after the first day or two. So some patience if we're back here again, and I think we will be. Ideally, and that's still wild speculation, we'll find a place nearby that's better. Quartzsite is becoming really hard to find a group of this size. One of the things we have to do on this piece of land is make sure that all of the roads stay open so that the fire department and emergency services can get in. So the fire department comes out every couple days and drives through and just make sure that they can get in. And they estimated we had 10,000 people. So that's a lot of people on a small space out here. The road in and out got worse with the rain. So if we can be somewhere else, I'd like to be. I just can't make any promises. Ideally, I'll buy a piece of land and we'll control it.
How big of a piece of land would you need for people, for this many people?
I think we'd have to have a couple 300 acres at minimum. This is quite a bit more, but so much of it is unusable. So if we had a good 200 acres that was pretty darn usable, then that would be what we would like to do. And that's just, it's a lot of money. I mean, if to buy 200 or 300 acres of land is going to be a lot of money. My dog's trying to eat her little dogs. They do that every so often.
Okay, well those were just the 2 questions, so maybe I'll shoot a little bit of these guys. Thanks, Bob, for answering those.
I know who's important here. you keep reminding me.
Camera off you. Because we're catching you.
Oh, enough of you, Bob. You're boring. Let's watch the dogs.
This is pretty good because we'll see if Cody actually eats Kona.
Wouldn't that be great to get it caught live on tape? Finally, Cody eats the dogs. You don't know what to do with Cody.
No. Tonka, Cody likes the black dog Tonka, but he doesn't like the brown one so much.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap this thing up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. So whoop.
My eyes are up here.
Okay, no, I'm too close in. And sorry about the saturation.
My nose hairs are up there.
Figure the lighting out too. Okay, so yeah, we better wrap it up. We're at 7.5 minutes.
Okay, so there you go. Just I think you know everything you need to know about the RTR. The most important thing for you to know is it was your support that made it possible. We didn't even begin to cover the expenses, but because of your support, I had the money on hand that I knew if the money didn't come in, I could cover the expenses, and they were very high. The toilets alone were almost $13,000. Because of your support through the years, through the entire year, I think we're getting in like $1,700 a month over 12 months. You supported me enough to pay for the toilets, so I didn't have to worry about how much would we raise here. You covered that. You made this possible. You changed lives. $1 at a time, $5, whatever you gave, it made this possible. So thank you. Thank you each and every one. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
All right, well thank you, Bob, for putting this on. And then oddly enough, there's a large pig back here, a farm pig.
Now even a pig upstages me?
Well, Cody is actually with no, that's not Cody. That's
not Cody.
Matt's dog.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll try to end this here, and then I'll try to get
Good.
a video of it.
Who else is going to upstage me?
Okay, talk to you soon.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye, all.